the other sex, even in your room or anything like that, you can be expelled. And from normal colleges, you, for instance, lived off campus and were seen with a person of the opposite sex, or I don't know about the same sex, we never really got that far. You could be held up before what was called the Men's and Women's Judiciary Board, even for things you did off campus. This was in the late 50s, early 60s. So, in fact, I was hauled up. So I can speak from personal experience. And it sounds absurd, but this university that I went to, Cornell, which is a pretty well-known school in northern New York State, Ivy League school, prior to all these events happening in the period I'm talking about, I think the only disturbances they used to have, and I don't want to be crude about it, were things called panty raids. I don't think you have such things anymore on campus. That was about it. I think ours was one of the first universities that led a student revolt against the president on these issues. And it was the graduating seniors that did it. And literally there was a huge riot on the campus at the end of when people are supposed to be celebrating their graduation, and they marched on the president's house and built bonfires there. There was a huge outpouring of anger on the part of the student body. And by 5 years later, they were having co-ed dorms and every other thing. So it was really an amazing change that occurred before you guys were even born, most of you. But Lawrence was behind, at least the ethos of Lawrence was behind a lot of that. So that's why one really should consider him in talking about varieties of religious expression in a country like this. So read that Etruscan Places, and as far as The Chosen goes, it's so you see that you've already read it. I would try to get to the last day or so and go through the main themes. But that's a really good novel, and it does illustrate some of the issues in the Jewish world. I wouldn't say the Jewish community, because that's a very small group of Jewish people there in that novel. Really a sect of Jews, sort of like the black Muslims among the Afro-Americans. Probably even less numerous than the black Muslims among the Afro-American community, the Hasids, they're called the Hasidim. Let's see if I can get my pants up here, not falling down all the way be over my knees. And I'm sorry if Noel upset you with our grades, but you can spell it with one S or two. I am is plural. Hasid in Hebrew means pious. Piety, Hasidim are pious ones. And they're considered to be like Madonna now, Jewish mystics. Although I don't think Madonna and the Hasids really have a lot in common. So I'm sure she could dress like a Hasid if you like. But they claim to be involved in what Madonna has been publicizing in the Hollywood circles as Kabbalah or Kabbalah, which means Kabbalah means to receive the mystical underground tradition of a religion. So in this chosen book, this author, who was obviously very fascinated by this group of people in Brooklyn, I'm sure it's a true story, novelized, documents his experience with the members of one of these Hasid groups. And they're led by individuals called Rebbes. It's a variation on the word in Judaism, rabbi. And they're led by Rebbes. And they, this is a mystical teacher who basically demands complete allegiance. It's a charismatic personality who the followers worship almost as a god, if you like, at least something akin to quasi-divine. It's not the normal Judaism. It's something like the black Muslims would have done Elijah Muhammad in those days. Someone who's a total leader and completely in control of the life of the sect or the community, if you like. So he pictures one of the boys from this community. And the person picturing it is another boy who is an outside boy, also of Jewish background, but he's only Orthodox. I mean, for you and me, he would be very religious himself. But for the Hasidim young people whom he starts the novel off, it's really a great beginning, with a baseball game, where his team, basically the Jewish Orthodox kids, are playing the extreme Hasidic kids in a baseball game, and the Rebbe's son, who's the star of the Hasid team, breaks his glasses with a line drive when he's pitching and ends him up in the hospital. And he thinks, the author that is, that the boy has done it on purpose because he didn't like anyone opposing him, and he was so such a big shot himself and so on that he behaved in this way. But later the two become fast friends. And the novel, yeah, we need anything? You're okay?
I just want to let you know I have to go.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, so we'll see you when we see you.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hey, Noel, you put that up in the office, the pack of stuff? Okay, good. Thanks a lot. So, oh, wait. Don't run away with my pencils. Noel, I need my pencils. It's called pencil pushing. Hey man, this is like being reduced to the level of servant and master here. So this wouldn't happen to you at Harvard or Princeton or Stanford or Berkeley, I can assure you. Only in places that have no confidence in themselves do these kind of rituals take place to this extent. Sadly, I think. I can imagine this going on at Oxford. They would sort of laugh it out the door. But anything to appeal to the democratic, how should we put it? The democratic, so-called ideal. Anyway, these two boys become fast friends, and the novel is kind of used as a way of showing their friendship, but also